here, so...
I'm trying to resist the joke.
Or whatever the tiger's name in Jungle Book was or something. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Shere Khan. Okay, I think, yeah.
So zookeepers told police the monkeys are not believed to pose a danger to humans. That's what they want you to think. And are more likely to flee than attempt to fight. Once again, that's what they want you to think.
But they're coming after you.
They won't fight. They'll just take your shit and leave.
Members of the public who spot the loose monkeys are being urged to keep a safe distance and contact police. What a hell of a 911 call that would be. I don't know what their 911 in Germany is. You just call them and be like, yo, there's a monkey at this bus stop.
Whatever 9 is and then 5.
9.
It would be
So is that 011?
Yeah, Einsteins.
The what?
9011?
Stop it. So,
Stop it.
So, yeah. That would be, if you're in Germany right now and you lost a monkey, or you want a free monkey, there's 20 to 25. I love how they don't know how many monkeys escaped. You're a fucking zoo. Aren't you supposed to keep inventory of how many animals you have? You're not going to sit there and count, okay, after the escape, you're not going to go 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's 20 missing or 22 missing. How is it 20 to 25? Figure out your shit over there, Germany. I thought you guys were supposed to be efficient and hardworking people. The fuck? The people that brought you Volkswagen can't control their monkeys, apparently. Maybe the monkeys work at Volkswagen.
That could be it.
Yeah, that could be it. Brian, what are you looking at over there? You just went suddenly quiet.
I'm doing, reaching out to our mass dozens of listeners.
For what?
So you're applying to one person.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah? About what?
Oh, if they got maybe some show topics they want us to talk about on this unformatted program.
Yeah, obviously, you could tell. Alright, one more story here. April 9th, that was yesterday, at the time of this recording. A man who stopped at a Virginia store to buy dish soap for his job, ending up winning $1 million lottery prize while running the errand. You think the work tried to take a cut of that? Because he was, like, on official work business on the clock. So,
but they would have no legal backing, so
yeah,
it really
I know.
matter. But yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's some
somebody would say.
Some dickhead, corporate head would try to be like, oh, well, technically half of that is ours.
Well, speaking of that, remember that one news story where the guy was reenacting winning the lottery for the news station, and he re-scratched another lottery ticket just to show like video of it, and he actually won again. Yeah, I remember that where he won like $500,000 on one ticket, and then to reenact it for the news, yeah, he won another like $200,000 on another ticket. Yeah, that's great. Somebody tell that guy to buy a lottery ticket because he's extra lucky. Or let me be that newscast and. Technically, we own the footage, so therefore we own the money. Or what if the news gave him the $5 to buy the ticket, and then they were like, "Oh, we gave you the money, now you got to give it back."
Yeah, par for the course.
Yeah. So apparently, he goes around and builds paint booths for body shops. So like those like little metal tent-looking things they drive cars into in a shop to paint it up, and. During a recent job in the Fredericksburg, Virginia area, Fredericksburg, Virginia had one of the largest battles of the Civil War. Mm-hmm. The Union lost. We outnumbered them almost 2-1, and we still lost. All because our generals at the time were stupid. We went through 4 before we got to Ulysses S. Grant as the commander of the whole Union Army. It's fucking... There was a guy named Burnside that had major ass fucking... sideburns going on.
It's like that's where the term came from.
Yeah, and then there was a guy named McClellan, I believe. He was like I'm God's gift to the world, but was afraid to do anything.
The original Patton.
And then he ran... Well, Patton wasn't afraid of a fight. Yeah. This guy was afraid of actually going and fighting the enemy. And then he ran against Lincoln for his second term. Or during his second election, he ran against Lincoln. And obviously lost. But,
dude, I feel like we could have a whole segment on not political history, but
U.S. history.
U.S. history.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that
with
you
how
random,
much,
could, yeah.
with how much you have been researching and sending us.
like
throughout
that
the week.
random shit I told you about Teddy Roosevelt Jr. at Utah Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You didn't know Teddy Roosevelt Jr. was at D-Day? He was. He won a Medal of Honor for it. Died 3 days later with a heart attack. Only general to make the initial landing on the beach, by the way.
I mean, after something like that, I'd probably have a heart attack too.
Well, the guy was older than fuck. There's a,
you-
there's a reason why all of his higher-ups did not want him to join the initial attack. Typical Teddy Roosevelt way. He did it anyways type of thing. So,
What were you saying, Brian?
Well, we do have a listener-suggested topic relating to one of the stories we just talked about.
all right, well, let me finish up this one real quick.
Okay.
Actually, there's really nothing to finish up. The guy, he goes to buy dish soap and he says, fuck it, I'll buy a fucking lottery ticket too. And bam, wins $1 million prize.
At least he's being smart about it and says he's going to invest it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says his plans are to invest his winnings back into a small business.
What is it, like almost half of the people who like win significant money in the lottery go bankrupt?
No, easily.
Within like
10 years,
within like even less than that, I think.
Because they buy houses in like Hawaii,
Yeah, they
and
buy the houses,
Jamaica,
yeah.
and or the Keys.
They
They're
just
buying-
can't keep
they're buying
up with
these exotic
the property
cars, yeah,
taxes or
yeah.
any other,
Yeah, so they fail to realize when you buy something, there's a house.
Yeah,
You're paying
continued
property
expense.
tax forever on
Yeah.
that. You're
Well,
paying insurance
yeah.
forever on that. Like,
What was the saying here? Like, give the average person $1 million, so spend it in like a month. Give a millionaire $1 million, he'll turn it into $2.
yeah, because that's the reason why they have $1 million in
Yep.
the first place is they know where to invest, how to invest. Yeah.
Well, I think that's another reason why so many people that are rich stay rich and keep on like passing it down in the family is just because of the basic knowledge and teachings of how to maintain and keep money.
Well, again, it's
organized.
really not as difficult as you would think. It's
Yeah,
just
just
whether or
don't
not
spend
you.
it.
Yeah. It's yeah, just
or be like some people and just have everybody else buy them stuff.
Yeah. That's how you
just saying don't spend more than you make and
Yeah, you're in the positive, and
don't spend ridiculous amounts of money. Don't live like too differently than like how you would normally would, and you'll keep all that money. So
yeah, lower your expectations. and
exactly.
everything.
Yeah. So, Brian, what's the listener suggested topic you got?
So we had a listener suggested topic about kind of referring back to the volcano story we had just talked about.
Yeah.
And they had asked us, what is the best movie with a volcano reference in it? Or, maybe about volcanoes.
I can't even think of a movie with a volcano in it.
Dante's Peak?
Never seen it.
Pierce Brosnan? Never seen it?
Never seen it.
What about Joe versus the Volcano? Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan? You saw all those movies, didn't you?
No.
I think it's only you, Brian.
Yeah.
I never saw that
I've
movie.
never
I
s-
saw Dante's... You saw Dante's Peak in high school, James. You know it.
No, I haven't.
We saw it in, Schaefer's 9th grade class. They were making fun of it.
I was sick that day.
No, you weren't.
Or I wasn't paying attention or taking a nap. I've heard the name Dante's Peak, but I could not tell you a sentence of what that movie would be about, except for maybe a volcanoes in it,
Yes.
since we're talking about volcanoes in movies.
That'd be a great guess.
Yeah, that would be my only thing. I could not tell you anything else about it.
Lava Boy versus what was that one?
I guess
Spy
that
Spy Kids.
Sure, I guess that technically would
technically had a
reference.
volcano.
That's in reference to something that comes from a volcano.
I got one. I'm smart.
I saw a documentary about Yellowstone once. Does that count?
That's not a volcano.
Not yet.
Well, it is. It's just not active. Nobody said it had to be an active volcano.
Yeah, like you don't have an active brainwave.
No, that's true. I saw Mount St. Helens once from an airplane. Does that count?
Wasn't there a movie on Pompeii? I'm pretty sure we watched
Yeah, it was
that in
called
history.
it was called
Yeah,
Pompeii, and
called
it sucked.
Pompeii.
It had
And it
Jon
sucked?
Jon Snow was in it from Game of Thrones.
All right, well, it's the only one I've seen, so I'm gonna go with that one.
That's the only thing I got, so that's what you get.
Ooh, okay. Or Animal House when the guy makes that pimple joke and he pops his face. It kind of looks like a volcano. So
I'm a zit.
I'm a
Get
zit.
it?
Hey. Lilo and Stitch, it had a volcano in it.
Okay.
There we go. That's my favorite one. And
Fine.
the whole island is made from a volcano, so there you go. Lilo and Stitch. That's mine.
In case anybody do you want to know who that listener was?
Do we care?
It was the hidden guest. It was the hidden member of this show.
Oh, I know who that is.
So he's flying over one right now.
I guess. Maybe he's flying over that one.
Yeah, who knows? Actually, no. I mean, if you can't go near it right now.
Yeah, I would assume you can't go near it.
Airplanes crash when they fly through ash.
So do helicopters. Know what movie that was in? Dante's Peak.
I'll take your word for it. There was the one in like mid 2000 or like early 2010s. The one that blew up in Iceland, shut down European air traffic for like 4 weeks.
Wasn't there something recently that happened too?
Yeah, Iceland, just outside of Reykjavik, there was another volcano that was erupting a couple weeks ago, but it was nowhere near. Like, there was no ash cloud. It was a oozer. It was just oozing lava. There was like no threat to public safety or air traffic or anything like that. So, yeah, they got nervous for a second when they started seeing it going off, thinking, "Uh-oh, here we go again." But yeah.
Oh, well, all it takes is one volcano to go off for you to get a little sketchy around all the others. So.
Yeah, just ask the people in the ruins of Pompeii.
Which I've gone through. That's pretty sick. If you ever get a chance to get out to Italy.
Did you see the jerking off guy? Wasn't there like a skeleton of a guy who looked like he was holding his junk?
What if he had an itch, and that's when...
Yeah, but guess what he's always known as from now on?
The guy jerking off
during a volcano.
God.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go, you might as well go.
Hey, to each their own, I guess. Whatever gets you going. Whatever gets the engine revving, so...
Yeah, for some people, it takes a seismic event.
Yeah,
like
a calamity.
Yeah.
Maybe he needed my issue where it ends quicker than...
Or do you just need to be near a volcano?
Maybe so.
Or was he doing like that whole NyQuil bit where you take NyQuil and then you try to jerk off and
before you pass out?
Yeah, you got to finish before you pass out.
You always win. It doesn't matter what happens, you win.
Yeah, but you wake up sticky. But
is this gonna become a new YouTube trend? Or?
No,
I feel like this was in reference. Wasn't 40-Year-Old Virgin gave like a reference to this? Like you take 3 Excedrin PMs and try to jerk it before you fall asleep?
Yeah, so was that what this guy was doing? Try to jerk off and finish before he got covered in ash and lava?
Yep, but guess what? He failed, and now for generations he's known
did
as...
he?
Yeah.
Did you know if he finished before? Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe he got that whole fuck it feeling after finishing and just said,
he was still holding it.
Maybe the volcano wasn't a volcano.
Yeah. Yeah, what if it was just a giant earth pimple? Yeah, Brian, you don't know. Don't know. Alright, speaking of things that we don't know about, NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter, first of its kind.
First of its kind.
A helicopter on Mars was scheduled to lift off tomorrow on Sunday for its first flight. Some watchdog alert system during their test flight or their testing of the rotors said, nope, we have a problem here, so now they're not going to go until the 14th at the earliest, which is Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, Wednesday. So this is what it looks like. Look at it. I was looking at it and I thought,
mosquito.
That or you take a GameCube, put 4 legs on it, a solar panel, and 2 rotors on top of it.
I mean, if I was a team in NASA and I'm going to go to Mars with nothing else to do, I'd bring a GameCube.
Yeah, honestly. And then look at that. That's the picture from the rover, the Perseverance rover that landed a couple months ago up there.
Right,
look how fucking high quality that shit is. God.
It's like we're in 2021.
God, America and NASA... Yeah, fucking great. So this is the rover Perseverance right here on the right, and that's the helicopter Ingenuity on the left.
Kind of just looks like a drone, but
Well, that's what it is. It's a drone, but they have a robot arm on Perseverance to take a selfie. All the time. This rover.
Who's got that kind of free time at NASA?
Watson, by the way, because it's a Watson camera.
Oh.
If only we had that rover, Steve Irwin would still be alive. Wouldn't have to take those stupid shots of all those animals.
Well, he did have a camera. That's what he was taking pictures of.
I'm saying if there was a rover that could take these quality photos of nature.
Then why, if you want to look photos of nature that somebody else took, then go on Google Images. It's all about being in nature, bro. Come on, man.
And nature was in him.
Yeah. Don't go swimming with stingrays. Yeah, it'll be a very piercing experience. So yeah,